Right, YouTube. So yes, those behind me are my Lego figures, and above me are also some Lego figures, many of them Marvel and DC superheroes, which is exactly what today's vlog is about, but more particularly Spider-Man and Doomsday. And I have to show this card. It's a cute birthday gift I got a while ago, about 2 or 3 years ago. My birthday's in February, so kind of in between right now, but never underestimate the power of being you, and that's a very insightful message that I wanted to share for today. But put this card down and talk about my theory for the return of the potential return and rumor of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in the upcoming Avengers movie that comes out in about 13 months. You guys know I'm no stranger to being a fan of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and this is the Lego figure I based one of my drawings off of from this morning's sketchbook tour. So one theory I'm thinking is we never really heard much about, well, at least as far as I remember, we didn't hear news if Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man had a daughter or son or child in Spider-Man No Way Home, but it did seem like, at least the impression I get from what I can remember, is that him and his version of MJ were married, so not out of the question. So maybe we'll see Peter and Mayday Parker, and Peter balancing his life as a father and husband as well as Spider-Man in his universe, because he be crossed over with Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe, so could be interesting to see. I also imagine he'll be a strong sort of dilemma figure, as I remember when Holland's Spider-Man wanted to kill Green Goblin for killing his aunt, that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was the one who stopped him from it, and ultimately that was like a big cool move of him, so thumbs up to that. But I also saw a cool post saying that it was likely something about, in comics, Peter Parker looked up to Captain America, and I think that would be fascinating to see how Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will be with that, especially with rumors that Chris Evans may be returning, but that is less than confirmed rumors. Well, rumors are rumors at the end of the day, so I will theorize about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and say I hope he returns, and my theory is that it'll be something related with his daughter, and I also imagine we'll hear more, and this will kind of be the, end-all be-all decision if Spider-Man 4 is happening or not. You guys know what I'm hoping, fingers crossed, and I'll show you guys that Spider-Man 4 poster I drew again. Now I feel like it's more fitting than ever with all the green, because initially I drew this because I don't use enough green pencils, but with Doomsday's color being sort of a green atmosphere, I think it's perfect. And yeah, so not that it's super important, but I believe Tobey Maguire and Robert Downey Jr. are about 10 years apart, which is an interesting, sort of, if Tobey is the one that begins to help take down Doctor Doom, and I'm assuming Doctor Doom is Doctor Doom and not a variation of Iron Man. Because I'll tell you this movie definitely seems like it's relying a lot on nostalgia, which a lot of the Marvel movies do a lot now, but I think it can be a good thing. It works sometimes, but overall I am more excited for this movie than I initially was. So I think a lot of characters will have minor roles, but I don't think that's a bad thing for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, especially because my theory is if he's in this movie, we'll see Spider-Man 4, or at least reference to it, and I'm curious to see if Mysterio is in this movie, because I think Jake Gyllenhaal could have done a little more with Marvel than being Mysterio. Funny enough, I think he was planned to replace Tobey Maguire when Tobey Maguire got a bad back injury in Spider-Man 2. Thankfully, he recovered because he's an icon. I heard another rumor or supposed confirmation is that Scarlet Witch, Wanda, will not return, which I'm kind of happy about. Not that I don't like her character, but I just feel like there's so many characters which I think can work in this movie's favor, and I'm glad they're splitting it in two parts, and we know that because, unless I'm mistaken, at least for me, I was under the impression Infinity War was sort of the conclusion to Marvel before I heard about Endgame, but it was many years ago. Nothing else, I think this movie will be a fun one to experience, even if it's mostly nostalgia. I think it'll be sort of No Way Home 2.0, but hopefully with a little more, at least a better villain plot, because although I did like No Way Home, I feel like there were, fittingly so, and it made sense, a lot of villains, and I feel like with just Doctor Doom that could work to the movie's advantage, especially seeing as we're assembling all heroes under the sun, which I don't really mind, to be honest, but I'm kind of going in circles now, so let me return to Tobey Maguire. So I'm one of those few people that kind of thinks Spider-Man 4 should just take place in 2011 when it was scheduled to release, rather than being fast forward to now. But I do think that they should make Spider-Man fast forward to now in this movie, because I think it would make more sense, but I don't know, I just really am dying to see how Spider-Man 4 is going to go. And overall, I do hope we get a Captain America reference with Tobey's Spider-Man if he's in it, and honestly, regardless if he's in it, but I don't expect them to do a soft reboot with a Cap, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hulk, but could be interesting if they do, but I hope they don't, to be honest. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited to see this movie. I don't think Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man will be in it, but we all know we can't trust him because of No Way Home, how he was insisting he was not in it, and for good reason, but he ended up being in it. As far as I know, Mr. Maguire, Tobey Maguire, has not said anything on this, so, fingers crossed that that's sort of, a cheeky way of him trying to imply he's in it. Like, Chris Evans saying he's not in it, and then we see the photos of him, like, ripped to shreds as, yeah, I'm going in circles now. So let me conclude this vlog by saying, I think Doomsday could be good. I think it'll be better than Secret Wars, the movie coming after, but yeah, overall, let's take it one step at a time. More excited for Dune Messiah than Doomsday, but they're coming out at the same time, which could start confliction, so I think Dune Messiah would probably be good to delay a little to the next month, because honestly, as much as I'm loving the Dune franchise, I do have, strong Marvel fan, and at least, yeah, okay, I'm going in circles too much. Let me say, by one thing I hope is not in this movie, and rightfully so, Spider-Man 3, I am one of those people that like Spider-Man 3, keep Venom out of it. That was an absolute win of Spider-Man No Way Home to keep their terrible version of Venom out of the movie. Because like I said, I love all Spider-Man movies from Tobey Maguire, but Venom was not the greatest in his movie, and, I'm not afraid to say that. And, I'm not afraid to conclude this vlog now, so thank you guys for watching. Stay for more soon. To conclude, TLDR, my theory about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is that he will most likely be in this movie, and he'll have a kid and look up to Captain America. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.